હું રીમા શાહ ગુફ્તગુ થોડી ક્ષણો ફરી તમારી સમક્ષ લઈને આવી છું. એસ્ટ્રો, વાસ્તુ, ન્યુમરિક એ બધું જે છે એ શું છે? કર્મને આધારિત છે, સાયન્સ છે કે એમાં પણ અમુક મિથ છે? એ બધું એક અલગ સબ્જેક્ટ છે અને આજની જનરેશનને એ સમજાવવું એ ઇઝી છે કે અઘરું છે? તો એક આજે એવા વ્યક્તિને હું મળી કે એ જે એસ્ટ્રો કોર્પોરેટ વાસ્તુશાસ્ત્રી છે અને ખૂબ આ બધા સબ્જેક્ટમાં પ્રખરતા ધરાવે છે. એવા શ્રી રવિ રાવજી, આપનું સ્વાગત છે.
My name is Dr. Ravi Rao. I belong to Andhra Pradesh. I settled in Gujarat. I'm practicing astrology and Vastu for last 30 years or so across the globe. Now it's interesting to know, as a non-believer I made my journey. I made it into a hobby. Now it's a profession for me. People can't live without me, I can't live without my work. I have a passion for the work. Still the mystery remains the same. Is it a science or is it a not science? How much to take, how much to believe, how will it help me in my society, for me as well as for my family, or the people who want to take help or guidance from me. The very subject is Jyotisha, is astrology. Astro plus logic. Astrology based on logic is astrology. Jyoti means light. You don't need to check astrology whether you will eat next meal or not. Yes, you want to become a doctor, you want to become an engineer, you are in a crossroads, astrology is the best and dependable subject available to you, given by your seers. How and what I'll explain you now. Your life is in between a place and a time. You are born in a time, you will die in a time. Jayate gacchati iti jagat. So everything has beginning, has an end. That is a constant thing. So any innings, when it begins, it has to end. When two mathematical points are correct, if you have inferences and established principles, you can establish a correlation, a combination, and establish Siddhanta over a period of time. This subject of astrology is purely mathematical. Why it is mathematical? Because astrology depends on astronomy. Astronomy is nothing but study of heavenly bodies of the universe. Sun is a center point where all the planets revolve around it at respect to objects, at respect to speed and orbits. The constant motion of them is what a combination is being made. All of them influence the planet called Moon. Moon in return influences the living being on the earth. That is why a person who is unsound mind, we call it as lunatic. So a parameter has been set. So your willpower, your behavioral aspect, your entire strength depends on one particular mathematical combination, which we call it as horoscopic astrology. So it is not something which is hocus pocus, it is completely based on science. Astrologer can be wrong because he makes calculation mistakes, but astrology cannot be wrong. So that is the difference I would like to bring it to you. I made mistakes initial days, and there were predictions where I was so sharp, including the accurate number of seats in political astrology, number of hours in getting appointment jobs, whatever. I have done everything in the last 30 years. So that particular chase of getting to that accuracy is still a myth, because you have to have so many techniques to master this art. Prediction, while giving a prediction is an art, the subject basis is a science. That is what is astrology for me. So what to ask, how much to depend, it depends on me. Yes, there are certain bad practices happening in the world, but because of bad practices, you don't kill the subject aside. There are bad practices in every profession, in politics, in legal, in medical, in every profession. But you must know how much to depend, how much not to depend. Yeah, there are people who ask me, if everything has to happen, why should I do something? Stars should do everything for you. They won't do it like that. You have to put your best in efforts, then you can expect things to happen. In my opinion, you bring your luck, called your previous luck, in the 9th house, which is previous karma. Why are you born to such particular parents and circumstances? That is your choosing your own script. As for the script you came. So these things happen, but you have to make those things happen. You have to be eligible, reach to that extent, then planets will help you. That is how the astrology will be taken into consideration. It's basically a guiding force for you to navigate in an unknown terrain. That is astrology for you. So I think I answered this as science as well as a myth. Now coming to Vastu. Vastu is a science which is to do with manifested places like place. A place is nothing but a material form, Panchabhuta are the main manifestation. Then geometrical forces, what kind of shape, what kind of color, what kind of height, what kind of material you use, all these things can have a great impact on you. To give a simple example, in winters I would like to wear a silk fabric because it gives you nice feeling to the body. In summer I wear cotton because it gives me air circulation, nice to the body. If it is a cold country, I wear woolen cloths because it protects me from, it gives great insulation from harsh weather. Simple as such as that. Suppose if it's harsh sun is there, you provide an air conditioner. Similarly, by managing all the natural forces or 5 elements of the natural forces, Vastu is being given to you. So it's up to you how you engineer your building to suit your respective needs to get benefit out of it. If you ask me, if I make a perfect house of Vastu, if you sleep, you get good sleep. If you study, you become the best doctor or engineer, whatever aim you have. If you do business, you will do extremely well. On the contrary, if a bad Vastu building is there, it can always make a mistake, silly mistakes like not able to get right thoughts, picking wrong decisions, wrong associations, wrong habits. Thereby you enter into a loss, or you enter into disappointment, you enter into this thing. You can then research, do whatever, ask anybody. Yes, now coming to the remedial side of it. Yes, there are practices, people try to sell merchandise, try to do whatever it is. From my point of view, in my experience, Vastu has traces of history as old as Mahabharata. The Indraprastha is made based on Vastu lines by Vishwakarma. Today also we celebrate Vishwakarma Jayanti. Every structure of ancient times have been made by Vastu. Yes, the modern fast world, fast technology, fast world, these days people don't follow because it has become no more a house or a structure. It has become a speculative commodity. Thereby, you lose the charm of enjoying the place that you make it for. Somebody else is making for somebody else, and who don't know comes and stays there. That's why the match is not there. It's by chance. If you're lucky enough, you get it. If you're not lucky enough, you are beaten. When you are beaten, you will say God is bad, stars are bad. You will never blame yourself. But Vastu is a fantastic navigating tool where it gives you your energy a meaningful resource that will give you a success. So these subjects cannot be ignored in the present day. Then why they become all of a sudden popular is not because of somebody marketed this. The need of the hour. We have to depend on traditional subjects to guide ourselves to go to the better level of life. So in my opinion, one should give a fair chance to all these subjects and be open-minded and follow the right person, right guidance, right technology. Take only that much where you can accommodate which is needed. What you know, you anyway knows. What you don't know, you need a guidance or a support. That is what it all tells about. And these two subjects never promise you they will give you something. They assure you a safe journey. That's what is. You have to do karma to become somebody. So yes, karma, to do karma, to reach that goal, you need a path, you need a direction, you need a navigating tool. These two are such tools where your actions are linked between the time, science of time, which is astrology, science of space, which is vastu. So in between is your action, which has to be needed guidance, and that will take care of you. Thank you so much.
बहुत अच्छी बात आपने बताई. तो उसके साथ कुंडली जो होती है, कुंडली में सब बोलते हैं कि मंगल भारी है, और ये सब भी कर्म के पर है या
देखो, मैं अगर कुंडली के बारे में बात करें, हॉरोस्कोप, एस्ट्रोलॉजी इज मेनी ब्रांच ऑफ एस्ट्रोलॉजी. व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट हॉरोस्कोपिक एस्ट्रोलॉजी, एज आई टोल्ड यू, हॉरोस्कोप, द लाइफ इज डिवाइडेड बिटवीन 12 houses, the entire 12 chapters, which is a horoscope, which we call 12 houses. If it is North Indian style, you do it like this, you will get 12 chapters. Depiction is different. Mangal Bhari in the sense, when you are born, a picture is taken.
Okay.
Mars is in one particular location.
Okay.
Today, Mars is in another location because constantly they are in motion. So, a geometrical combination from then to now is what is in a favorable direction or in unfavorable direction.
Okay.
When it's unfavorable direction, it will create an adverse situation to you. You must know how to handle that situation and navigate yourself.
Okay.
Three things: either you do action or don't do action, or go with caution. That's all it tells you. Planet is not directly attacking you because you have not done anything to it directly.
हाँ, क्योंकि 3 जनरेशन की बात करें ना तो बच्चे लोग मीन्स यंग जनरेशन ऐसा थोड़े होता है मीन्स जो कुंडली मेलाप
Because
और
they
वो
are
सब
not
होता
see,
है.
I would say if somebody doesn't believe in this, I will talk to them. I'll tell them they're ignorant about it.
हाँ.
If you know, first is knowing.
Yes.
Knowing but understanding.
हाँ.
After understanding, then you have to take an opinion whether to believe it or not believe.
Yes.
Without knowing, without understanding, you reach the stage of belief, disbelief. First of all, you don't even know about it.
Yes.
So you ask me about cryptocurrency, I didn't even know about it. But a person who knows technology,
Of
who
course.
knows software, who knows what is a Bitcoin, how it works,
Yes.
he can definitely say, for me, it was something new for me,
Great.
still some time back. So I would say it is not knowing. Know,
And-
understand, believe, then you take an opinion.
Yes.
That's
What do you say to new generation about
New generation,
any
you
subject.
must see two things which you cannot avoid. Your hard work, your knowledge, your persistence of getting something. Clarity. If you have clearly in mind, if you want really something, the feeling of something you're becoming, you should try for it and you'll get it. That means that is what you want. That's what you drive for, you aim for. If you are not able to reach that goal, if you are falling behind, if you're lacking, something is lacking, then you need a guidance. When you are at a crossroad, these are the best subjects, I can assure you. No university can ever tell you whether you will be successful or not in life, what you will become in life. But these two subjects can definitely guide you. What is the best time to be careful? What is the best time that you can accelerate yourself to reach the goal? How to save yourself for a rainy day? All these things, they are guiding tools. Like how a mother or a father protect you, they will protect anybody and everybody, including families, including corporations. I would say, including countries today. I start advising countries today. So, how to protect their own citizens? That is what the subjects are. In the earlier days, the Rajyotishi used to do for the king. The king used to look after the subjects of their population. So, that was the amount of dependency, respect, patronage, honor, all these things used to be revolved around these subjects. Today, just because it has been not taught in the universities, not taught in the classes, not told by the parents, they don't exist. It's not like that. You don't have to reinvent the zero or number system to do mathematics. They've been invented by Aryabhatta in those days. Their benefits we are using in the form of mathematical formulations, and we are moving ahead in our scientific life. So I would say, not knowing is what needs to be corrected, not correcting your thoughts of the modern age.
ग्रेट.
Thank you, sir.
आज शिवरात्रि है तो वो तत्व भी है, शिव एक तत्व है और उनका भी ये सबसे कनेक्टेड है क्योंकि वो टाइम से चला आता है कोई ना कोई तरह से. वो टाइम भी वास्तु था, एस्ट्रो था, वो टाइम भी था, मगर वो टाइम का अलग था, मगर वो पुराने साल बरसों से चला आता है.
ऐसा है कि in every festival there is every celebration, every festival is so pure and so this thing. But Shivji is one tattva ki it is the end form of every celebration. Everything ends there.
Yes.
Because that is why Shiva represents Vibhuti. The end form of materialism is Bhasma. So that is the material form. So he gives you the real truth is this. Ultimately you have to be this one.
Yes.
So that message Shiva gives. And Shiva and Parvati are the father and mother of the entire universe.
Of course.
So the whole universe started from them and ends within him.
Yes.
So that is the beauty of Shivratri. So I would say Atma Paramatma the happening point is this Shivratri.
Yes.
So it's in India it is very, very, very popular and very auspicious because even the smallest man who hardly earns a meal a day, still I have seen people go to Rameshwar, they go to Varanasi, they go to temples. Who calls them? that Prayagraj, that happened, that Kumbha happened, no invitation ever given. It's a planetary combination of Jupiter entering into one particular Rashi. The billions of people go there and take a holy dip there. The highest human congregation in one particular place was at Prayagraj. So it's all about rivers, Lord Shiva and Shakti. In India, I would say only three things: Shakti, Shaiv and Vaishnava. So every worship is all these three. So that's so beautiful it is.
Thank you so much, Ravi. Thank you so
Thanks
much.
so much.